Hi there, it's Sam from pootles.co.uk and pootlesjewellery.com because it's Sunday, South Hill and Stampin' Up on Sunday, the day of the week when I merge my two working lives together. And this time I have got a little craft project for you that is modelled on our ring box, and tucked inside of this little box here, and it is a fold flat, no stick, no glue required box, is our brand new mini silver locket ring. And it is a locket, which hopefully you can see. It's a locket, it opens and closes. I've just put a whole load of our beautiful August birthstones in there, but obviously you can put charms in there, you can put any kind of birthstones in, and it's a beautiful little ring. And it comes in a box like this, which folds completely flat, and there's no sticking required, no glue required at all. So I'm going to show you how to make it, and I have changed the measurements very, very slightly, just tiny, half a whisper of a fleck of a difference, but just very slightly to make it easy to make. So you need a piece of cardstock that measures 5 by 4 inches or 12.5 by 9.5 centimetres. This is our thick whisper white. My original one I made was with our regular whisper white, and it's not hugely keen on being folded up too much, it's so small. So I have got thicker. I've got the awesomely artistic stamp set because I want to go with this beautiful floral image here. I mean, obviously our box is quite simple, it's just got the South Hill logo, but I wanted to, go a bit more. So I've got Watermelon Wonder. I did Cucumber Crush first time round, and I'm going to stamp in the middle with the Watermelon Wonder, and then I'm going to go around the edges because I want to make sure all of it's covered. Last bit in there. So there we go. So that is the box all stamped up. Very easy to do. I'm just going to let that dry just for a second, not particularly because it's very wet, but because I re-inked all my inks the other day, so I thought let's do that. And I have got a piece of Dazzling Diamonds glimmer paper, and I need my scissors, so I need to get into that little bit there. Where's my scissors from? Here they are. Look at this. You don't waste anything, do you? Apart from when you've got a small boy who's helped, and he put my stars randomly like that. And I've got the 1-inch circle punch. So Dazzling Diamonds. Got a piece of Whisper White, regular Whisper White, petite petals, and then I have got my embellishments that are in the in colours. So I've got a Watermelon Wonder one there. So with a glue dot on the back of that, I'm going to put it straight onto the flower while it's flat, and when you turn it over you can actually bend the petals round it and it elevates it very slightly. So another couple of glue dots on the back of that, into the centre of this glimmer paper part, and that's the decoration for the top done. There we go. So I can now start scoring this because it should be dry. So 5 by 4 inches, 12.5 by 9.5 centimetres, and we're going to score on the long side first. Let's move those out of the way. So I'm going to score on the long side first at every inch. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4, which is 2.5, 5, 7.5 and 10 centimetres. And you turn it round and score it at 1/2 inch, 1.5, 2.5 and 3.5, which is in centimetres is 1, 6.5, sorry, 1, 3.5, 6 and 8.5. Okay, and it's a 1-inch cube box, so 2.5 centimetre cubed. Okay, let's fold and burnish these score lines so you can see hopefully better what I'm doing. I will bring it closer to the camera for you. So hopefully you can now see those score lines a bit better. And basically I'm just going to follow this, which is obviously the box that I modelled it from. So I'm holding it in the horizontal fashion, and I'm going to cut straight down the first line to the second score line. And I'm going to notch in a little and do the same there, notch in and notch in, but I'm going to remove that one, so that's the middle part. And notch into this one and remove that one as well. And as you can see, those flaps are shorter, so I'm just going to hack them off, and that leaves you that shape. And I'm just going to repeat the same on the other side as well. So straight down, and then I will hover it so you can see what I've done in just a second. So there we go. So there's little squares that we don't need. So that's the box cut down. So I'm going to round these corners, just move those out and bring those back in. Round these ones up on this end, because they're the bits that are going to tuck inside. Okay, and it just simply folds all the way round, and when you close it, that slots inside. You might need to do a tiny little bit of adjustment because we're working in tiny 1-inch bits here, so I need to very slightly trim down either side of the bit that's going inside the box to get it to fit perfectly. There we go, so that now fits, but this one still needs a tiny little trim, just a tiny little whisper removing. So hopefully that should now close up without any issue. There we go, so that's now closed up all perfectly. So I'm going to pop my ring in, and we do have quite a few different rings in our catalogue. It just keeps wanting to open. I'll put the ring in afterwards. Actually, I'll leave the ring out so I can take some photos. Then just simply pop your embellishment, your decoration on the top. And that's a beautiful little 1-inch cube box that you don't need any glue for. 1 inch, 2.5 centimetres, and it's a cutie. What do you think? Easy to make, quick to make too. Anyway, thank you ever so much for joining me, and I hope to speak to you soon.